criminal trial in New York is rejected for a third day in a row. His attorneys want to wait until there's a ruling about removing the trial judge.
It was quickly denied by New York Justice Ellen Gessmer. As of now, jury selection is on schedule to start Monday for his trial on charges he falsified company records to hide payments to an adult film actress, Stormy Daniels, to conceal an affair.
Fox's Colonel Scott, the former president, denies any association with Daniels. Iowa's Republican Governor Kim Reynolds signs off on a new state immigration law.
Reynolds signed a bill into law that will allow state authorities to arrest and deport immigrants who were previously denied entry or deported from the U.S. The law may face legal challenges like the one in Texas, which is on hold as a Justice Department lawsuit plays out.
Fox's Carmen Roberts. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com.
At Southern Heritage Bank, we provide tools to protect you and your accounts. Secure Lock Equip is an easy-to-use mobile app that puts the power to protect your debt.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology: mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
AM, you are listening to Mix 1041, Talk 1013 The Buzz. We're also on mixtv.tv. And in our news this morning, a Bradley County grand jury has indicted 2 individuals on charges of child abuse. Christopher Allen Gibson has been charged with aggravated child abuse of a child under the age of 8. Court documents show the incident happened in early December of 2023 and resulted in serious bodily injury to the child. Tiffany Dawn Brown also indicted of on child endangerment charges of a child 8 years old or less. The charge stems from an incident October 29th and December 29th of 2023. Court documents claim Brown engaged in, quote, conduct that placed a child 8 years of age or less in imminent danger of death, bodily injury, or physical or mental impairment, end quote. The presence of fentanyl was found in the child's body. No other information has been released in these cases. Mix 1041 and mixtv.tv will keep you up to date. The Cleveland Daily Banner and Alan Mency reports this morning that the Charleston City Commission met on Tuesday night, and the Charleston Mayor, Donna McDermott, announced that Charleston will have a new city manager and city recorder. Janet Newport, the former city recorder, served more than 20 years and took the opportunity to speak about the change. She said she did not know of her dismissal from that position until she read her termination letter on Sunday. Newport said then city manager Caroline Guerin received a similar letter. Guerin has served the city for more than 40 years. And following Newport speaking to the commission and the audience, McDermott named Brandy Bishop as the city manager of Charleston and Scott Bonk as the city recorder. Cleveland High School announced on Wednesday, its highest ever number of graduates of distinction for the 2023-2024 academic year, with a total of 47 seniors achieving the honor. Officials said, quote, this remarkable achievement highlights the dedication and academic excellence of Cleveland High School students. The Graduates of Distinction program recognizes seniors who graduate as Rader Scholar Honor graduates with a perfect 4.0 GPA, signaling the start of the graduation season, end quote. And Usher is returning to Chattanooga. He's coming back on Saturday, April the 20th. The event is free. It's going to be at the UTC McKenzie Arena, but there are only 3,500 seats available. It's free, but you must have a ticket. Tickets will go or become available tomorrow, Friday at 10 a.m. Usher Raymond will receive the key to the city from Chattanooga Mayor Tim Kelly. The city of Chattanooga and Hamilton County will partner with UTC and Chattanooga Business Elite for a community celebration of Usher Saturday, April 20th, 2 p.m. at McKenzie Arena. And, of course, Usher is from Chattanooga. Local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. Let's get our first check of traffic.
All right, let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland, efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, time for our Hardee's Wake Up. Got a great breakfast this morning at Hardee's.
The goodness of
There are a lot of banks.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sautéed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Dad,
You like it?
what is this?
Yep. Since Mermaid's turning 45 this year, I thought we'd get new delivery trucks to reflect our midlife crisis stage.
Dad, this isn't practical at all.
Yeah, but they'll look straight fire with the new Mermaid logo on the side, don't you think?
45th anniversary two-sided mattress is now only $5.99 for any size at
Mermaid Mattress, your best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom.
And then for tomorrow, mainly sunny. It's going to be nice, a high of 67 and a low of 43. And then on Saturday, we'll have mostly sunny skies with a high of 76. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 63 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Key Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Oh my God! Good morning. I'm going to start you right off again with that radar. So here's what we're following this morning. These scattered showers are going to be lifting up from the southwest to the northeast. Included with this are a few thunderstorms. So our lighting counter right now at 4. I think the highest has been this morning has been 15. So we do have a few of these embedded thunderstorms of kind of that general storm variety. Again, that severe risk has kind of greatly diminished for the day today. So that is some fantastic news. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit so we can see this core area of that movement from the southwest to the northeast. We had that really heavy rainfall that was falling along Walden's Ridge that's now moved up into Ray County. Also some heavier rain on the north side of Calhoun. You're seeing that along the Tennessee-Georgia line in Dade County, around Trenton, up onto Sand Mountain as well. So just kind of these bursts of downpours along with some of that lighter to moderate rainfall in the green. So as we kind of go from the radar zoomed in, let me pull back and just show you the big picture of what's at play. There's this low pressure system here, and you can see a lot of little things arching off from it. So the two brown areas, one to the north, one to the south, are going to be troughs. We have this warm front that swings all the way out into the ocean. That's why our air this morning is pretty mild and humid outside. That paired rain shield with that, some rain on the backside of the cold front. Thankfully, this trough right here is really keeping all that severe weather down to the south of us right now. And as the day progresses, it's mainly going to develop to the north of us as well. As far as that low goes, as it swings closer, our wind is going to be increasing today. So raincoats needed for the rain and storms, but also just kind of a heads up, it is going to be windy outside today. Cloud cover wise, it'll be mostly cloudy to overcast. We're seeing those overcast skies at this hour. So just kind of a heads up about that. Now, when we look at our future cast for this morning time, you can see kind of this cluster of storms that's going to continue to push through across our area. Mindful for your morning time drive. Now, midday into the afternoon, the activity lessens a little bit. It doesn't completely go away, but mostly cloudy skies and a few pockets of that isolated activity. Notice those red lines from the southwest. It's going to be breezy this afternoon into the evening time. And then speaking of evening, there's that one kind of last wave that pushes through with that cold front as it's going to swing across our area during the evening. And then behind it, we're going to see a little bit of spotty activity, but also quickly clearing clouds during the overnight hours. That's going to allow it to be chillier, cooler air for tomorrow morning, and then mostly sunny skies for your Friday. Now, as far as Friday goes, it will still be windy, the wind for tomorrow coming from the west, but those gusts 30 miles per hour are going to be possible for your Friday as well, and the chance of about 10% for a couple of spotty showers. But overall, tomorrow at least is going to be quieter than today, and then Saturday and Sunday will be even better for your weekend. Speaking of today, we do have some of those wind concerns at play. That high wind warning still in place for southeastern Monroe County, up in those tallest mountain peaks, gusts up to 75 miles per hour possible. Wind advisories for Georgia and Alabama. For Alabama, this is going to be set until 5 p.m. Central Time. For our Georgia communities till 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Whether you're in Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, or Tennessee, it's going to be breezy as we go through the day today. Again, those gusts anywhere from 35 to 40 miles per hour as far as maxing out. So just mindful of that with wet soil that may cause some power outages or tree damage. 71 for your high, the rain and storms, those gusts 25 to 35 miles per hour. That's what most are going to see, but again, could top out as high as 35 to 40. And then tonight, 48, significant clearing, and it will be cooler. And then tomorrow, 67, sunshine and breezy conditions will remain. But your weekend, wow, it is looking great. Saturday and Sunday, if you love the warm air, you're going to get it. Mid-70s on Saturday, around 80 degrees on Sunday. We'll keep it with the low 80s Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, about a 20% chance for a night.
We've got some very special guests in here. We'll get to that in just a second. But Bridget, get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Okay, happy birthday to Jonas Pritchard, who is 14 today. Mary Beth Shields is celebrating a birthday today, a fifth grader at Taylor Elementary. Josh Coons is having a birthday today. The birthday wish says he's the best husband and dad. That is with love from Heather, Kendall, and Carly. And then Jalen Smith is sweet 16 today. That's from her dad, Nana, and Papa. Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have something for everyone to help you manage your finances with ease and security. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
Our friends from Wacker are here this morning, and we have a presidential spotlight, and this is the Wacker, part of the Wacker Fire Department. As we say good morning to them, I want to bring up Dewayne May. He is the fire chief for Wacker. Dewayne, if you can come a little closer to the microphone. Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good. Tell me about this honor here this morning.
So the fire department was established in 2015 there at our Wacker site. We've never done this type of awards before. It's a pretty good tradition in the fire service. So 23 we decided to go ahead and do this, and so we have 2 awards. One of them will be the Firefighter of the Year, and it's voted on by the firefighter peers. So we have 30 members there at the fire department, so it's a 24-hour fire department with 10 per shift. So this award was voted on by the peers. And then, of course, we have a Chiefs Award that is voted on by our fire chiefs to someone that, does a great job for us. So.
Well, tell us about the award winners this morning.
So Mason Dye, he's our Firefighter of the Year. And again, the neat thing about this is the first year we've ever done this.
Okay.
So we want to continue that tradition as we go on, but so yeah.
Well, Mason, come on up here. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you, sir.
First of all, tell us about yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I've been in the fire service since I was about 15 years old. Started as a junior member, and as soon as I turned 18, started working on my career in the fire service. So started with Wacker about 2 years ago now, and before that I worked for some municipal departments, city departments.
So as the chief said, this is voted on by your peers. What does that mean to you?
That means a lot to me to have the guys that I work with to recognize me for something. I feel like they saw some value in me, obviously, but I appreciate the love that they showed and hope that they see something in me that encourages them to do well as well.
A big congratulations to you, Mason. Chief, I want to bring you back, and let's talk about our other award winner this morning.
So again, it's also a tradition to do a Chiefs Award, and that way it's a little bit higher honor. It doesn't have to be an officer. In this case, it happens to be Captain Jason Harding, but it could be any firefighter as well. But Jason's been with us a while. He's promoted up very quickly in our department and does a lot for us. So we thought that was very deserving.
Jason, bring you up here. Good morning, buddy. How are you?
Doing good. How are you? Good morning.
I'm good. So tell us about yourself.
Been in the fire service for 15 years. Had been blessed with going through municipal fire departments as well as specialized fire departments. Came to Wacker about 3.5 years ago. Like Chief May said, got promoted up pretty quickly. We've got officers there that are highly skilled, so it's a humbling experience to get promoted and get this award from the battalion chiefs and Chief May.
What does it mean to you to be at Wacker and knowing what a big deal Wacker is, not only in this community but really nationwide?
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity. You're part of something much bigger than yourself. They focus a lot on safety, and we try really hard to be innovative and try to get special equipment and highly skilled firemen. So it's very humbling to be part of such a department.
Well, big congratulations to you, Jason. Thank you very much. I want to bring Chief May back again and tell us about these gentlemen. Do you even know these guys, or are they just hanging out here? Oh, man.
No.
Oh, come on.
Now, one of them happens to be my boss.
Oh, okay.
So Patrick's our EHS director, and then David's with our safety team as well. So.
All right. Well, Patrick Rasmussen, I want to bring you up. And Patrick, talk about what you do at Wacker, and then how proud you've got to be.
Oh, yeah. So I'm the director of environmental health, safety, security, and emergency management with Wacker, and just really excited to have this team, our safety, and we've grown so much over the last few years, reduced our injuries, creating a better safety culture, and just, to have a team like this, that it's just been really, really exciting.
Well, we know Wacker is a place of excellence, and that's obviously shown with this department. It really, really is. Thank you for coming very much. David Cantrell joins us. David, you're the much better Cantrell, you told me.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that right? David, grab that microphone. Let's not even kid around here.
Okay, I don't know.
You can take it off the stand. That's
there
just
you
fine.
go. Okay, I'll make it a little higher.
I know your brother listens all the time.
Yeah, well, shout out to him.
I know. Well, who cares about Jonathan? No
Yeah,
one
that's
cares.
right.
Hey, David, so tell me what you do at Wacker, buddy.
You know, I'm a field safety specialist, so get out there and observe people working, look for hazards and try to correct those, and coach people on the best practices. We definitely want people, as they come in, to leave work in just as good a condition as they came to work, and it's important because I look at it as a family affair.
What kind of, I guess it's got to bring comfort and safety to the employees to have a fire department like this and people who are so committed.
Yeah, it means a lot to me to know that the fire department is there behind us if we need their help. They're highly trained, they know the process, so they know the hazards they're coming into, and they can respond very well, and they're right on site. Like a lot of times I've worked different jobs in safety, you're waiting for the public, EMTs to come in, and they don't know your process, and they're maybe 5-10 minutes out, but these guys can be there within a few minutes.
Wow. It's so important. Gentlemen, I really appreciate you coming in this morning. Congratulations to our award winners. Hey, thanks, my buddy James Barnes, for putting this together, communications manager with Wacker. All right, we're going to take a quick break right here. We'll come back and check the news up next. Stand by at 7:22.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All
right, local and state news this morning as we bring it to you here in our news this morning. Charleston, the city of Charleston had a big shakeup in their leadership, according to a report in the Cleveland Daily Banner. Alan Mency covering the meeting where the city recorder, more than 20 years, and the city manager were terminated. In Charleston. Both said they received termination letters on Sunday. We'll tell you more about that coming up at the top of the hour. A Bradley County grand jury has indicted 2 individuals on charges of child abuse, and we will tell you more about that. Cleveland High School has announced that they have their highest ever number of graduates of distinction for the 2023-2024 academic year. 47 seniors achieved the honors. So much more on that. Plus, Usher is coming back to his home of Chattanooga Saturday, April 20th. You can go. The event is free, but tickets are required. They have 3,500 spots available at the UTC McKenzie Arena for Saturday, April 20th. The tickets will become available tomorrow at 10 a.m., and so they're doing that. So that's all coming up, 7:24.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
All right, good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
At southlandfinance.net. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable health care for all.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Or homemade chicken salad, burgers, hot dogs, and more for lunch. You can check out their daily specials on the Green Acres Facebook page. They're located across the street from Candies Creek Cherokee Elementary School. Green Acres is the place to be.
7:28. Hey, a reminder, today is the final day that you can win tickets to see the Harlem Globetrotters. Globetrotters in Chattanooga, UTC McKenzie Arena this Sunday at 3 o'clock. We have 4 tickets left. Here's what we're doing. We're going to qualify people this morning and this afternoon with Mike Lee on the Mix Afternoon Drive, where it's Throwback Thursday. Mike will feature songs from the 90s this afternoon, beginning at 3 o'clock. But anyway, the winner at 5 p.m. So if you want to see the Globetrotters, today's your last chance. Again, we're qualifying people this morning and this afternoon. Call the Volunteer Red Pass Mix line 423-614-6499 or text the Cleveland State text line, that same number. If you text, please put your name on it and put Globetrotter. Go inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center at 7:29.
When Elmer and Joy Murray started making mattresses, the company was called Made by Murray or Murray Made. Thank you for continuing to support the same family-owned and locally made business, Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, we'll have thunderstorms likely throughout the day, a high of 70 and a low of 48 this evening. We'll have gusty winds today and tomorrow, wind gusts around 40 miles per hour, so be aware of that. Tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, a high of 67 and a low of 43. And then on Saturday, we'll have mostly sunny skies again with a high of 76. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 63 degrees.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Aubrey's of Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
All right, it's time for the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial, hello, human kindness. This sports report sponsored in part by the Town Squire. The Town Squire, known for personal service and has been home in the Stewart Park Plaza for over 46 years. The Town Squire, not only a great selection of clothing and national name brands, but a history of customer service since 1977. And right now, the Town Squire has a great sale on suits and sport coats. Styles from Hart, Shafter and Marks, Tommy Hilfiger, Michael Kors, Eisenberg, and Palm Beach. The Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Keith Street, Cleveland. At 7:31, good morning, Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv, Sports. All right, from the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. Hey, don't forget CHI Memorial. They have Memorial Convenient Care. It's open 7 days a week. Public Shopping Center, Paula Parkway in Cleveland. Braves and Mets were postponed yesterday. Mets will be at the Braves today, 12:10. We'll have it. Remember, Braves day games are on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Night games here on Mix 104.1, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. John Calipari officially introduced as the new head coach at Arkansas on Wednesday. You know, you look at this guy, you got to take a shower. I mean, he's just so slimy. And that's just not just the grease in his hair. 5 years, $7 million per year with a $1 million signing bonus. So, they made a big deal that he's taking less money. But what some are saying actually is that he's best friends apparently with this billionaire that they own Tyson Foods in Arkansas, so he's going to make it up. But Calipari in his press conference last night, he says, "Well, I came from Kentucky, which is one of the few bluest blue bloods," and he said, "I'm coming to Arkansas, which is another blue blood." I mean, we'll just be nice and say this moron will say anything. I mean, Miles, you just can't. I mean, obviously going to prison someday. But anyway, Calipari, good Lord, he said Arkansas was one of the blue bloods of college basketball. Good Lord Almighty. Anyway, well, I mean, you gotta get $7 million a year. I guess you'll say anything. Bradley shut out Udawan baseball yesterday, 6-0. Cleveland over Ray County, 7-3. And then there's this. It is a tradition unlike any other. The Masters starts today, tees off at 8:20 this morning at Augusta National. And I'm joined now by my longtime friend, Lamar Mills, who joined us many times to talk about the major golf tournaments. Lamar, good morning.
Morning, Steve. How are you?
Buddy, I'm good. Hey, remind me of your title with the State Association.
So I am the regional director for the Chattanooga region for the Tennessee Golf Foundation.
The Tennessee Golf Foundation.
Yep, celebrated 2 years with them on April the 1st. So.
And I believe you're the Cleveland High School golf coach. Is that right?
Still doing that for the boys and girls team. So heading into my 5th season with Cleveland High School.
How do you tolerate Al Morris would be question number one, but anyway.
I don't see him around the golf course a whole lot, so we're good.
Hey, listen, Lamar, let's talk about the Masters. So many changes in the last year. Obviously, John Rahm, who won, has gone to the Live Tour. Does that set up some awkward feelings, do you think, at Augusta?
You definitely can see it being uncomfortable down there. Obviously, saw some stuff on social media that they let Greg Norman back on the property Wednesday. So, I think those guys are somewhat learning to live with it a little bit more than they were this time last year. But I still think we're a little ways away from this becoming something that's in the rearview mirror. It's still in the windshield of what's going to happen, what's this going to look like in the future. And those guys, I do think there's just that uncomfortable feeling when you see them inside the ropes. They're just not as cordial as they used to be.
We're joined by our friend Lamar Mills, and so a little side question for you. Where are we? They came out and said, you know, the PGA and LIV were going to merge. What happened to that? Because obviously they missed about 3 deadlines.
I think they're still trying to figure all of it out. You've seen some of that starting to develop a little bit this year with the announcement of a few of the tournaments, such as the Wells Fargo, the Farmers Tournament. Those are not extending their contracts with the tour. So I think you're starting to see some of that open up some of the schedule so that there will be that point that the 2 tours could merger, and some of these, long events or events that are not well attended will go to the wayside. As you see these signature events, purses are going through the roof, and they've got to do that to compete with what LIV has brought to the table with their format and what they're doing. So I do see it being down in the future that we will come to an agreement and there will be something there, but I think they still got some hurdles to work through.
Joined by my longtime friend Lamar Mills. Let's talk about the Masters starts today. Just give me your overall thoughts on this year's tournament.
I think it's going to be interesting with this weather over the next 2 days. Obviously, they're delayed this morning down there with the rain that went through overnight. It looks like it's starting to kind of get out of there, but they're talking about real windy conditions. And, I did see where this will play the longest Masters course at 75-55. So, obviously, let's see what the wind does with the extra length that they have down there. I heard the chairman speaking yesterday that he thinks at some point in the future that, they may even be playing it at 8,000 yards down there. And that's hard to fathom. But, with the conditions and the players like they are today, I think that it's not unrealistic. There's just such tremendous athletes. So I think over the next couple of days, it'll be interesting to see how everybody navigates the winds. I don't think you have to worry about wet conditions down there. They got enough sub-air to suck the Tennessee dry if they needed to. So I think they're good.
All right, Lamar Mills, Tennessee Golf Foundation Regional Director for the Chattanooga area and our longtime friend, Cleveland High School golf coach. Okay, so who do we need to be watching this weekend? Who are some of your picks to click? And then I want you to make your prediction.
Obviously, everybody's got Scotty Scheffler right there at the front. If his game is on and he is putting at the top of his game, he's going to be hard to beat. A fan favorite down there is obviously going to be Tiger, and everybody wanted to see Tiger play into the weekend. And, I think he's been saving up. You keep hearing he's still got it. There's still opportunity. A lot of people pulling for McIlroy. You've got Art. I don't know how Zalatoris will do battling from his back injuries that he's had. You've seen some flashes of him, early spring, kind of coming back around. Patrick Cantlay always plays well down there, so I think he could be a sleeper laying back there. There's just a lot of tremendous young folks that are out there that, can get their games hot and get going, and then you don't know what's going to happen from there. I mean, it'd be nice to see one of our Baylor connections pull up there and be on the leaderboard. It's great to see Stephen Yeager, who is a big supporter of the foundation. He helped us with an event this past fall, see him win his first event a couple of weeks ago in Houston, and know that the first time that he got to step on property was last Thursday, and he earned his way there. So, Luke List is another one that's down there. So, obviously, we're wanting to pull for those guys and see them. Peter Molinari, that's out of Knoxville, big supporter of the foundation and First Tee in Knoxville. This is, his first Masters down there. So, it's exciting to see those guys. We have a young man, Nick Dunlap, that just turned professional from Alabama. Nick won his first event back in early spring, but he's a former Sneds Tour member for the foundation. We run the Sneds Tour across the state of Tennessee from Bristol to Memphis with about 2,000 kids, and at one point he was one of our members. So it's neat to see these guys that have come through Tennessee and have grassroots here and being down there on the big stage.
Well, okay, let me get your pick. Who wins it?
I'm gonna have to probably go with the odds favorite in Scotty. I just think he's playing too well right now. I think you'll see him up there, and I would say that behind him, Wyndham Clark would probably be my next pick. That I think will be right there when it's all said and done come Sunday.
You want to know my pick?
Let's hear it.
Well, I am wearing this morning, I'm going to stand up so you can see, I am wearing, in honor of the Masters, my Tiger Woods Sunday best this morning. I'm wearing the red and black. Now, I'm wearing a red Nike, whatever this thing is, pullover. And how weird is that to not see Tiger and the Nike logo, the Nike hat, everything?
It is a little strange. I saw a clip of him last night, and it took me a second. I was like, what's he got on the back? I was like, oh, that's his logo. I couldn't figure out what he had on the back of his shirt. So it is a little strange for sure.
Here's who's going to win. Tiger's going to do it. He's going to come back. Woo! He's going to win it again. He's going to win on Sunday. Mark it down. Say, hey, Fruit Loops, save this tape. We're going to play this Monday morning. So, well, only if Tiger wins. We'll forget about it if it doesn't happen. Lamar Mills. Lamar, hey, buddy. I may have you call back Monday if you want.
Let's do it. I'll be around. I hope you get to enjoy all 4 days of this. It's one of the greatest weeks of the year, and just it's awesome. It kicks off the golf season really across America and lets everybody know that spring is officially here. So this is an exciting week. It's going to be fun to watch what happens, and then we know it's really go time in the golf business until late fall as we get all our activities going, and we look for the next Tiger Woods and hopefully build the grassroots for that person in the state of Tennessee.
Hey, Lamar Mills joins us. People want more information about the Tennessee Golf Foundation. What should they do?
They can go to ChattanoogaGolf.org. That is our website, and on that website you'll find all of the programming that we're doing, from SNEDS tours to drive, chip, and putt to our PGA Hope veteran programming that we're doing. So everything that we have going on from a foundation in this Chattanooga region is right there on ChattanoogaGolf.org, and my information is there from a contact standpoint. So if there's questions, wanting to get your juniors involved in golf, I can help them navigate and find the right tools to get them started. We kick off one of our first SNEDS events. We'll see what happens. It's supposed to start this afternoon. It's called SNEDS After School. It's supposed to be at Flagstone. First time we brought it to the region, but I think the weather might put a little spoiler on that one today. But it's here. Golf season is ready, and it's going to be fun to watch this Masters unveil over the next 4 days.
Lamar Mills, my buddy. Hey, Lamar, I'll talk to you Monday morning. We'll recap.
You got it. Let's do it.
Thank you, buddy.
Who's right.
Appreciate it, man.
See you back.
All right, go Tiger. Lake Forest baseball just got this in. Lake Forest varsity baseball defeated Ocoee Middle last night, 12-4 the final score at 7:43.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop,
where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher
is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
45 years ago, Mermaid Mattress opened to serve the Chattanooga area. You know what else was going on 45 years ago?
Yes, the average cost of a house was $58,000.
Gas was just 86 cents a gallon, and Eric Estrada from Chips was on the cover of Tiger Beat magazine.
Who's that?
The internet wasn't even a thing yet, and a new mattress was only $199.
Times sure have changed.
Get 45 months no interest financing on any premium mattress set. Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Today, the singer will receive a key to the city and proclamations from the state and local governments. And this isn't exactly a concert. Local 3 Xavier Harris tells us what we can expect at the big event.
I'm inside McKenzie Arena, and event organizers say they expect a full house of 4,000 people at the coming home celebration of Usher. They tell me this event is not only to highlight his accomplishments, but to also motivate kids across town.
They need every bit of inspiration that they can possibly get.
That's right, you heard it. Usher Raymond is coming back home. City leaders will present the You Make Me Wanna singer with a key to the city on April 20th.
He's been in the music industry 30 years and he's accomplished so much. So we had to bring him back to the city where it started and make sure that we can just celebrate him and celebrate all his accomplishments.
Dylan Riviera, Director of Policy Planning and Implementation for Mayor Tim Kelly, says the 8-time Grammy Award winner attended Dalewood Middle School, which is just one of the schools that will get front row seats to the event. He adds, this will be something to inspire students all over.
I think that's one of the main goals here about having students is just showing them that this is attainable. Right. Seeing the person in the flesh live in front of them. Who looks like them, and it becomes a lot more real. Yes. And so if that's what your expectations of reality can be shifted into, I think our hopes and dreams is that this is going to produce the next 10 ushers to come out of the city. Right.
There will only be 3,500 tickets, and they are first come, first serve. Officials say they're limiting 2 tickets per person. Usher will be the first pop singer to receive a key to the city, and when asked his reaction to the announcement,
so he is overjoyed. He's already sent out a quote even about how he feels so honored about getting to come back to the city of Chattanooga where it all started.
A city he cares so much about. He started the Nancy Lackey Community Education Fund, a fund that was named in memory of Usher's beloved nanny. That fund provides resources and special programming for students in art, music, and the performing arts. Tickets will be available Friday, April 12th at 10 a.m. To find out how you can get yours, head on over to local3news.com. Reporting in Hamilton County, I'm Xavier Harris, Local 3 News.
So we'll take those on the volunteer Rid-a-Pest mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State text line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they've been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
All right, stories will have for you in full detail coming up at the top of the hour. Cleveland High School has announced their highest ever number of graduates of distinction for the 2023-2024 academic year. A Bradley County grand jury has indicted 2 individuals on charges of child abuse, and a situation in Charleston where during the commission meeting on Tuesday night, it was revealed that the city recorder of more than 20 years and the city manager were terminated there in Charleston, and they have new people in now, according to a termination letter that they both received on Sunday. This according to the Cleveland Daily Banner reporting yesterday, and Alan Mincy, who does a great job covering the Charleston City Commission for the Banner. Alan reported that the new people are, let's see here if I can find it. Brandy Bishop is the new city manager. Scott Bonk is the new city recorder in Charleston. And then I want to bring in Rachel Lovingood. Rachel, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Steve.
Because I'm going to make you
good
part.
To see you.
Well, it's good to see you, and I wish you meant that. That's fine. Now, here we go. So we've got a story about Usher, but you just told me something off the air.
I know, but it might be privileged information. I don't know.
So we don't know. Oh, was this?
I don't know if it's a secret. Is it a secret?
I have no idea. I just got the story. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you confirm off the air?
Okay.
So now I feel horrible. It's like we're outing Deep Throat here all of a sudden. Usher is coming to Chattanooga on Saturday, April 20th, and you can get as Lovingood. You can get Jeff Lovingood. You can get your tickets beginning tomorrow at 10 a.m. There's only 3,500 tickets available. They're free.
Wow. You going?
Of course. Well, he called me and invited me.
Did he really?
I'll be on stage dancing in the spirit with
Well,
Usher.
I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah, come on now.
Jeff is a big Voice fan, and so when Usher was on The Voice, he was like all into Usher.
Oh, I guarantee. I love Usher. I always am.
I like Reba.
Do you really?
Reba.
So
yeah,
you're the one.
I was wrestling with Reba being really good on the Voice, but she's pretty good.
So you're into The Voice, huh?
Yeah, pretty good. Reba.
Do you sit in your den and spin your chair around?
Well, it's about bedtime. About 9:15. I'm about out. So
time to put it. Hey, by the way, congratulations on supporting the New York Yankees.
Well,
so I see you got your Yankees. What are you in the bullpen this morning?
Well, it's that time of year, spring baseball.
What's the time of year? What are you talking
it's
about?
Game time.
To support the Yankees?
Yeah. Well, I grew up liking the Braves and the Yankees,
Yeah,
and so my dad loved Mickey Mantle. So
that's illegal.
Come on.
No, now you got to bring your dad into it. You got all serious on me.
No, I'm just saying
Good
it's a thing,
Well, let me know if we can reveal that later. Well, we're joined by Jeff and Rachel Lovingood, First Baptist, and Jeff, I tell you, there's so much going on. It's incredible.
Well, it is. You think of the new girls basketball coach at the University of Tennessee, Ms. Caldwell, and we're excited about her.
Brenda Lawson called me, said she likes her.
Well,
she got the Brenda approval.
Well, she won the Pat Head Summit Award 2 years ago.
Okay.
She's a turnaround coach, and she does great. Won turnaround Marshall, and has done a great job for several years now with teams. So it's exciting, and we'll see what happens with the Lady Vols. A great program for years.
Absolutely. And really, when I said that, I meant at First Baptist Cleveland.
Well,
I know it's a busy day.
You got the Masters. You got, we're kicking off the Masters today, and girls basketball and baseball starting, and a lot of things that happened at First Baptist Cleveland.
This Sunday, I know, is the men's event. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And what is it?
Eat like a man.
Eat like a man.
Come on. Now,
tell me about that.
Well, eat like a man. We're going to have great food, jambalaya, gumbo, good French bread, awesome desserts. And then Ted Watson said he's going to bring some ice cream from Mayfield's coming down.
Ted, he sings in the choir.
Oh, unbelievable.
They'll let anybody in.
And then we have Lex Luger, the wrestler, going to come and share his testimony of how the Lord's really done a work in his life. And it's going to be a great night.
So Lex was known, he had the best suplex in wrestling. So here's what I've done. I actually know his friend, and ministry partner, Nikita Koloff. I met him through my brother-in-law. So I told Nikita, I said, hey, I want you to get Lex Luger to suplex Jeff Lovingood. I said, Jeff has agreed to this. He'll do anything for the ministry. So thank you for doing that.
Anything for the ministry. When I was a kid growing up, David Landreth and I used to go down to Memorial Auditorium and watch Jackie Fargo, the Samoans.
Yeah, the Lost
Oh, yeah. It was unbelievable. And what was the little tattoo. What was his name?
Tojo Yamamoto.
Tojo Yamamoto.
Tojo
Absolutely.
and Wahoo McDaniel.
Absolutely. We used to go down to the Memorial Auditorium on Saturday nights. Oh, it was unbelievable.
So go to YouTube, look up Jim Cornette and his podcast, and he talks a lot about the Chattanooga days in wrestling. Well, hey, how do the guys get tickets? What do they need to do to be there Sunday night?
They can go online, First Baptist Church, online, and sign up, get a ticket, $15. And they can come to the church, the lobby there at First Baptist Church on Stewart Road, and get tickets. And I know a lot of men have bundles of tickets that they're kind of getting men to come on Sunday night. It's going to be a great time, good fellowship, great food.
What time does it start?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Be 6 to 8.
All right, so we get that out of the way. Now we talk about the real event. Rachel Evangood joins us. Well, I tell you, one of the most popular things at First Baptist in the last several years is the well.
It really is.
For women. So talk about that.
Well, we always love when we get to have a well. So, they're not a set time every year. But we love them because it's just a perfect opportunity for women who go to First Baptist, who don't go to First Baptist, who are in the area, who whatever, just to come enjoy. We always have good fellowship. So we always, you just always have a good time. You always get some laughs. You always get some good snacks. Our event is usually prettier than the guys' event.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to have some fun things out there, some good photo
ops.
ops.
Jeff's pretty. He's kind of pretty this morning. I don't know. I don't know what you've done. Did you get a new face? What's going on?
Well, I'm here with my wife. Married for 36 years. So
36 long years. Yeah. You're glowing this morning. You've got a glow about you.
As I should have.
Why not?
Put down refined looks, I guess. Okay. Back over to you, Rachel.
No worries. So it's going to be good. But for this well, I'm super excited because we have a huge speaker coming in. She is one of the most popular women speakers in the country. She stays sold out, but they just kind of squeezed us in, this year, and we are very thankful for that. Christy McClelland is her name, and people say, I haven't heard her. I'm like, oh, okay, you definitely should. But the best thing to do is just go listen to just Google her or, go on like a YouTube and listen to one of her teachings, or she has a podcast on Spotify and Apple and all that. But if you hear her teach one thing, you'll be like, I definitely want to go, because she just teaches in a little bit different fashion. And so just a little different style. She comes at it from what was the world like when the Bible was written? And so it has a little bit deeper meaning, and it's just really super cool. I think it really helps women connect to the stories of Scripture or the principles of Scripture in a little bit different way. So it's going to be really good. I think this is one of those that I just keep telling people, please on this one, trust me, you don't want to miss this.
Absolutely.
Boy, I did good, didn't I, Steve?
You really
I
did.
love listening to Rachel speak. So it's unbelievable. And so this week, men, next week, ladies. And then the next day, the 21st, is the women's event. The 14th is the men's event. And then the 22nd through the 25th, we have a senior adult revival at First Baptist Church.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So we hit men Sunday night, women the next Sunday night, and then senior adult revival from 10, I think, until noon. They have a luncheon every day from Monday through Wednesday, and it's going to be great. And so you think about what has happened the next couple of weeks.
Stephen Beasley, as a media director of First Baptist Cleveland, my goodness, what's not happening right now?
Everything's happening at First Baptist right now. It's a good time of the year. Just like Jeff said, everything's kicking off. There's a lot going on, from the Masters to baseball to everything else. Tonight, New Hope Pregnancy Care Center and that group will be having a annual fundraiser they do every year. We'll be hosting that tonight. And then tomorrow night, the Old Timers folks from the Bradley County Parks Recreation are going to be having a pretty big event. I think you guys are going to be there for that.
Yeah. My friend Larry McDaniel, Old Timer of the Year, and they got a great class. Hey, Bridget, will you look for that? I'd love to honor those, every one of them. But what?
They've got a great class.
Kent Smith's going in from Bradley. And,
Kent Smith, Chris White for football.
Chris White's going
Alfonso Martin for baseball.
See, we're going to start, as a big class, we're going to start missing people.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so Beasley, it's just a hub of community activity.
Yeah, all of those things are going on. FCA is with us next week. They're having their annual get-together, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then just like we've talked about before, Eat Like a Man's this Sunday night, 6 o'clock. Those tickets are online at firstbaptistcleveland.com. You can get a ticket. It's $15, or find the guy that you know is a part of First Baptist. They've probably got bundles of tickets, and they can hook you up with that. I even thought we might give away a couple right here if you want to do a little text and test it out. So I've got 2 with me, And so we can text that. So what's the number? 614-6499?
That's it.
All right. First number 9, number 10 to text in to 614-6499. You'll
So
get
two each or one each?
2 tickets each.
2 tickets each.
4
all right.
tickets total.
All right, so there you have it. So 2 people and 2 tickets each to the Eat Like a Man event at First Baptist with Lex Luger this Sunday night, 6 o'clock. Call the volunteer Red Pest Mix line 423-614-6499 or text as Beasley named it, the Cougar line. Thank you, Cleveland State. Boy, look at that look. Rachel just shot me. The Cougar line is Cleveland State Cougars. Come on now. 423-614-6499. Are we able to reveal what we were talking about earlier? Do we know yet?
She hasn't responded.
They're not awake. Okay, so that's fine.
Hey, and let me say this too, because we've tried to think about everything. I mean, I've been like fasting from ice cream for a couple days.
Yeah.
You know,
No wonder you're
making
such a
room
fan.
for Cajun food. Of course, there's gonna, Ted Watson's gonna hook us up with some serious. I'm gonna taste test it, and make sure the ice cream's good for that night.
In fact,
But
we have a great man from South Louisiana is coming and doing the jambalaya and the gumbo.
Yeah.
And having a little Mayfield ice cream. Come on now.
Let's I'm hungry. Lex Luger.
Lex Luger.
Don't bury the lead.
I'm not going to
Come
bury
on
the
now.
lead. I'm not burying the lead.
Come on, Loving Good in your Yankees outfit.
I want to see him do you in a
Ridiculous.
souffle.
Maybe you and Jeff could dress in Yankees. And what's your team?
The Braves. I mean, I am here in the South, and we are the
Maybe,
Braves.
and then you guys could do a little live wrestling demo yourself.
There we go.
We got
Let's
some
do
folding
it.
chairs.
Come on.
Folding chairs. They can.
Hey, so I'm wrestling David Carnes from Channel 3 because he called me out, on his newscast and all that, and tried to correct me.
Because you were harassing him about the weather.
We're going to go on the cage.
Who was right in that situation?
Did we have a tornado the other night? I don't know. Did we? Did we?
So we got to keep score.
You can't handle the truth.
Because I'm telling you something, we were blessed by not having a tornado.
Yes, we were blessed, but that's what I said. And you got scare tactic over here, Bridget, who's trying to scare the people to death.
She is literally one of the greatest ladies of all time.
Whatever. And she goes to Mount Olive. She
I
ain't
know
leaving.
it.
She ain't coming over. It's okay.
That's right.
Listen, you don't have to be nice to her.
Brother Sirius's wedding anniversary was last week.
Yeah, I
20-something
know.
years.
That's a miracle. All right, we done? How do we find it out?
Hey, one other just point of note. Okay,
Please,
so the Masters is going on this week, and it'll be going on hopefully into Sunday evening. And we said we're going to have good fellowship. And on pretty much the largest screen in town, I'm pretty much going to say, we will have the Masters rolling while we're eating supper, among other things. So we're not getting together to watch TV, but you won't miss the game. You won't miss the last couple holes. Okay. We'll have it on there. It'll be right there. And it's a huge screen, so you can see it.
You can tell Beasley knows a lot about golf. He calls it a game.
The game.
And it's a match. But the fact of it is, I really believe we've covered all the base on that. We have Masters on the screen, great food, unbelievable speaker, 6 o'clock this Sunday night. And then the ladies, the next Sunday night at, what time's y'all's ladies' event?
Our event actually starts at 6 to 8. Doors open at 5:30. And this is a ticketed event. We didn't say that earlier, sorry. But normally our well is just show up. But this one you do need a ticket. If tickets are still available, if we're not sold out, but we're heading that direction. So get your tickets now. You can get them online. You can also text the word well to 74784 and get a link back to buy the tickets. But they're just $10, and we definitely want you to be there. And so you can stop by the church and grab them. You can get them online. You can get them from women who have them. It's a little hard to talk about the women when you have Jeff and Stephen here talking about all the other
I tell you,
things.
Come back and join us when they're not here.
No, we appreciate it, Steve. This is the perfect time to talk about it. We've
Dumb
got
and
about
Dumber.
10 days left. So, ladies, send your men to their event, then men send your women to our event.
Hey,
and
Loving
we'll all
Good.
go good.
Thank you, Rachel. Loving Good, I want you to hear this.
Yes, sir.
Listen to this. This is disturbing.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-339-3231.
So, how many 5 energies did he have before he did that?
Well,
he comes in hot there.
Steve Beasley has a face for radio.
Yes,
and
he
the
does.
fact of
Yes,
it
he
is,
Amy Beasley said that many times.
Bless Amy's heart. She knows she's got a sympathetic heart,
Well, there's no doubt. All right, guys. Hey, Beasley, give us, where do we find out all about it?
All right, so everything we've talked about you can find out online, firstbaptistcleveland.com. Of course, you can always follow social media as well. Just look up First Cleveland. You'll have everything you need to know right there. Tickets are available for both of these events, and you need to get them because they're running out quickly. You can text anything to 74784, and we'll get you answers for anything. It'll all come through. And I get yours on Sunday. When you say you're running late on Sunday morning, I get that text from you, Steve. So
a doctor.
But all of that's online at firstbaptistcleveland.com. Everything's available right there. So
shop
get your
local
tickets
at
now.
Eller & Owens Furniture and Mattress.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. Offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices. Keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups. Making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us! Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
For a limited time. That's at Scooter's Coffee, Keith Street in Cleveland, in front of Leisure Time Bowling. Also in Sweetwater and coming soon to Dayton.
Hey, Bridget, I know we got a big giveaway with Talladega. Talladega, the big NASCAR races next weekend. Of course, we are your home for NASCAR on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. And I know our friends at Crown celebrating their big customer appreciation this Saturday from 10 until 3. They're opening up the Jeep track, finally. Behind Crown there, exit 20 off I-75. But tell me about this Talladega deal.
Yeah, so we are giving away 2 tickets to all 3 Talladega races next Saturday and Sunday, April 20th and 21st, plus a pair of Talladega Garage Experience tickets to go along with that. So you can call or text 614-6499 if you'd like to get qualified, but then you'll also get a second entry if you stop by our live broadcast at Crown here in Cleveland on Saturday. As Steve mentioned, their big customer appreciation event and spring fling is Saturday from 10 to 3. Our broadcast from noon to 2. Come by and register with us in person, and we'll be announcing that winner live from Crown at 2 o'clock Saturday.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios. Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland Studios. This is Talk 101.3 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 101.3 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Republican leaders controlling the Arizona legislature shut down discussion about appealing an 1864 abortion ban upheld by the state Supreme Court. There are no exceptions unless a woman's life is at risk. Republican Senate candidate Carrie Lake called it a great law when she ran for governor 2 years ago, now telling Fox,
we're going to make sure that the people in Arizona have access, and we'll find out how this all works out in the coming days.
The court put enforcement on hold for 2 weeks. House Republicans meet behind closed doors after 19 Republicans blocked the renewal of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act.
Congressman Bob Good chairs the Republican House Freedom Caucus.
It's just a healthy discussion.
Some Republicans and Democrats would like to see an amendment that would require law enforcement to get a warrant, but other lawmakers warn that could waste valuable time when trying to address a serious threat.
Fox's Ryan Schmelz. The law allows the federal government to conduct foreign surveillance of communications with Americans. Americans listening to Fox News.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. Next 1041, we're on mixedtv.tv. Hey, program note, I'm going to have Senator Bill Hagerty join me here about 8:30. So if you're one of these people who have to get out of the car or whatever and you want to see that or go back and watch it or whatever, mixedtv.tv. Senator Bill Hagerty will join us live at 8:30. A lot to talk about with the senator this morning. A Bradley County grand jury's indicted 2 individuals on charges of child abuse. Christopher Allen Gibson charged with aggravated child abuse of a child under the age of 8. Court documents show the incident happened in early December of last year, resulted in serious bodily injury to the child. Tiffany Dawn Brown also indicted. Child endangerment charges, also a child 8 years old or less. Charge stems from an incident in between October 29th and December 29th of last year. The court documents claim that Brown engaged in, quote, conduct that placed a child 8 years of age or less in imminent danger of of death, bodily injury, or physical or mental impairment, end quote. The presence of fentanyl was found in the child's body. The Cleveland Daily Banner and Alan Mency report the Charleston City Commission met Tuesday night, and their mayor, Donna McDermott, announced that Charleston will have a new city manager and city recorder. Janet Newport, the former city recorder now, has served the city of Charleston for more than 20 years. She took the opportunity to speak about the change, said she did not know of her dismissal until she read the termination letter that she received on Sunday. Newport said that then city manager Caroline Guerin received a similar letter. Guerin has served Charleston for more than 40 years. Following Newport speaking to the commission, the audience, Mayor McDermott named Brandy Bishop as city manager and Scott Bonk as the city recorder of Charleston. That, again, from Alan Mency and the Cleveland Daily Banner, does a great job covering the Charleston City Commission. Also in our news this morning, Cleveland High School announced on Wednesday their highest ever number of graduates of distinction for the 2023-2024 academic year. A total of 47 seniors achieved the honor. As the school system said, quote, this remarkable achievement highlights the dedication and academic excellence of Cleveland High School students. The Graduates of Distinction program recognizes seniors who graduate as Rader Scholar honor graduates with a perfect 4.0 GPA, end quote. And this, Usher is coming back to his hometown of Chattanooga. Usher will be back on Saturday, April the 20th at the UTC McKenzie Arena at 2 o'clock that day. So here's the deal. The event is free. There are 3,500 seats available. The tickets will go not on sale, but be available beginning tomorrow, Friday, April 12th at 10 a.m. Usher will obviously be there, receive the key to the city from Mayor Tim Kelly in Chattanooga, and a proclamation from state and local government at the event. It's going to be a celebration of Usher. Again, Saturday, April the 20th at the McKenzie Arena at UTC. But tickets are free, but there's only 3,500, and they'll go quick. Local 3's got a link to get tickets. That's where I got this. So our news partners at Local 3, so go to their website and find out more about it. All right, that's the news. Mark Shepard, Shelter Insurance, 2334 Keith Street, Cleveland. Call 423-339-8777. Our obituary program brought to you by Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. Paulette Elizabeth Curran Spau, fondly known to her friends as Bet, passed away on last Friday. Arranged by the Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland for Paulette Elizabeth Curran Spau, fondly known by her friends and family as Bet. Arrangements by the Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services. Marie Agnes Hope Johnson Miller of Cleveland, born in Sweetwater, passed away. Arrangements by the Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland for Marie Agnes Hope Johnson Miller of Cleveland, who passed away recently.
This program brought to you by the Pool Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. You can visit pfhcleveland.com.
Good morning. Let's get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. And as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. Their big Healthy Kids Day is coming up next Saturday from 11 to 1. It is free and open to the public. They're going to have all sorts of great activities for the kids and the whole family. That's Healthy Kids Day at the Cleveland Family YMCA next Saturday from 11 to 1. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This half hour, the Mixed Morning Show was presented by Southern Body Reform. No diet, no exercise, just results. Southern Body Reform. Mention Mix 1041 and receive your first month for $149. That's over half off. Call 899-0441. Southern Body Reform is a division of Cleveland Non-Surgical. Visit them at southernbodyreform.com.
Abby, has Jeep lost their mind?
Why?
These offers are crazy.
Well, then I guess it's Crown Madness happening now at Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Chattanooga.
During the Jeep celebration of
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. And we have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Get a better mattress at a better price at locally owned Mermaid Mattress.
All right, for today, we'll have showers and thunderstorms throughout the day. Gusty winds expected today and tomorrow. Wind gusts around 40 miles per hour, so be aware of that. Rain showers again this evening with a low of 48. And then for tomorrow, mainly sunny, a high of 66 and a low of 43. And then on Saturday, sunny again with a high of 76. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 62 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
We're joined by Captain Pilot, your pilot, Dewayne Belew, representing the Bradley County Relay for Life. How are you, buddy?
Hey, good morning. I am so pleased to be here once again.
Well, great to have you, and I tell you, it's getting close, Dewayne.
Yes, sir, it is. A week from Saturday, Cleveland Bradley Relay for Life, our 31st anniversary. Wow. And, the committee, all of our good volunteers, we were talking about that recently, about all of the many people who 31 years ago said, you know what, we can join this national cause and do something about advancing research, supporting survivors, and encouraging caregivers. And I am honored to serve as the pilot of this year's relay on behalf of so many wonderful people who have done so much for so many years, on behalf of people they know, but most people they never meet, but they're working hard to do something to improve their life.
Joined by Dewayne Belew. Of course, he leads the Bradley County effort, the top Relay for Life in the nation last year. Huge honor, Dewayne.
Yeah, we were talking earlier. It is about the people who are dedicated, who are devoted, who have the determination to simply say, I will not be stopped. This is important. We must do something about it. And they work really hard to move the needle forward to whatever amount they can, but they work really hard to do that. I simply can't say enough about our wonderful volunteers. They show up for meetings. They put up with all of my many questions, all of the pushiness that I provide, but they always encourage me, and so I'm always very pleased to speak on their behalf.
All right, Dewayne, so let's break it down. What do people need to know about Saturday, April 20th, Bradley County Relay for Life?
Yeah, I think the important thing is this. It's Saturday, April the 29th. City streets downtown around the courthouse will close at 10 a.m. Teams will start coming in about noon. As of this morning, we have 30 teams registered,
wow,
which is an extraordinarily large number. We're so happy about all the support from the community. At 2 p.m. that day, we will open up the actual Relay for Life. At 3 p.m., we have our first entertainment. This year's theme, as you may recall, is the International Festival of Hope. So we're circling the globe. One of my props here, circling the globe. Again, as I said earlier, advance research, support survivors, and encourage caregivers. Because we all know this, cancer doesn't play fair, it doesn't show favorites, it just affects people. And that's what we're talking about. So 3 p.m. that day, International Festival of Hope, the first performance we'll have. We have a dragon dance team from Atlanta, Georgia, coming to perform.
Wow.
Never had anything like this at the Relay for Life in Cleveland. And if folks will come down, bring your children. It's a festival. It's a family time. 3 p.m. we start that. At 4 p.m. we have this wonderful group of students from Arnold Elementary School. I know you're familiar with them, the Trash Can Band. Yes. They are so, and let me say this real quick. I didn't know much about them before we started this year, but I met them and went over one morning. They have 19 different countries represented in the student population at Arnold Elementary School.
Wow.
I did not know it until that day. So International Festival of Hope, one school in Cleveland and Bradley County with 19 different countries represented. We're an international community, whether we acknowledge that or not.
Absolutely we are.
We have the Wacker Valley Jazz Band coming to perform that afternoon. We have the Unity Dance Troupe coming. At 5:30, we have the official opening where we welcome everybody, opening prayer, national anthem. Then we have the Survivor Lap, the Caregiver Lap, the Team Lap. For the second year in a row, a dear friend, Leah Hughes, is going to direct our Survivor Choir this year.
Yes.
And then we have our returning magician, Lance, is coming back, going to do some stage work and then walk around the crowd. At 7 p.m. that night, we have the second annual Mayfield Dairy Ice Cream Sandwich Eating Contest.
There it is.
Really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Pick up the ice cream sandwiches on the 19th. Put them in a freezer. Keep them ready for Saturday at 7 p.m. for the Mayfield Dairy Ice Cream Sandwich Eating Contest. 8 o'clock, we're going to celebrate the 31st anniversary, the 31st birthday of the Cleveland Bradley Relay for Life. The nice folks down at McKee Baking, Little Debbie, they've donated 500 individual Little Debbie birthday cakes. So we're going to do some birthday things, and we're going to give everybody a free birthday cake.
Oh,
we're also going to have some extra Mayfield Dairy ice cream sandwiches that we'll give out also. Somewhere around 8:30, 8 o'clock, we'll start the luminary. We have a wonderful local musician who's going to play the bagpipes, going to introduce the luminary ceremony. I know you and I have participated in that many times.
Yep.
We'll follow that with a new ceremony this year called the Bell Ceremony. It's very powerful, it's very emotional, and it's a great tribute to all of those who are battling cancer. And then we close with another song from the bagpipes, and so probably somewhere around 9:30 that night, we'll conclude this year's Cleveland Bradley Relay for Life. One thing else I'll mention, we have some dedicated volunteers. Scott Palmer, Sherry Palmer, their daughter Libby, Harry and Tammy Breen and their daughter Braden. They have been working since last year to generate more items for us to have in our silent auction and our online auction. I'm going to mention a couple of things.
Dewayne, yeah.
I'm going to mention a couple of things, not go through everything.
Sure.
We probably have $15,000 in different items to auction off.
goodness.
Some of the big ones. We have two grandstand tickets to the Alley 400 NASCAR Cup race in Nashville. We have tickets to the Memphis Zoo, the Discovery Park of America in Memphis. We have a big Lookouts outing, box seats, hot dogs, all kinds of food. For the Alabama fans out there, we have a Nick Saban autographed photograph.
Wow.
Chattanooga Zoo, Rainforest Adventures, Knoxville Zoo, Lucky Lad Farms. It goes on and on and on. We've got all kinds of great things. Hotel stays, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Atlanta, Nashville, Charlotte, Memphis. Come by, take a look at it, and then afterwards we'll have some information out about how you can go and make your bid for online auction items as well.
Next week we'll be celebrating Relay for Life Week here. We'll have guests every morning and afternoon, some afternoons next week. Dewayne Belew, how do people get all the information?
Yeah, the easiest way is simply do this. Go to relayforlife.org/BradleyTN. relayforlife.org/TN. If you have any problem with that, get in touch with you here at the station. You'll get in touch with me. I have a challenge. I have a challenge for your audience listening today.
Let's do it.
The one thing I always like to make sure of, and I've told this to every group that I've had the good fortune of speaking to this year, the most important thing that we can do is encourage and support survivors. So my challenge, by close of business tomorrow, I'm putting the pressure on, by close of business tomorrow, let's get 100 survivors registered.
Yes.
If they get registered, they will get a free ACS T-shirt. They don't have to raise any money. There's no fee. If they're able to come to the event, they can walk the opening lap if they want to. We'll give them a medallion. We also have some food donated from people like Domino's and Chick-fil-A and others. We're setting up some refreshments under the survivor tent for them. So help me, help our team get survivors registered if they're interested.
How do
in
they
doing
do that, Dewayne?
If they will go to relayforlife.org/BradleyTN, there's a link in there and they get registered. There's also a 1-800 phone number, and it escapes me right now. I apologize for that.
Or they can call here.
They can call here. We'll get
Yeah.
the number for them, but they can make a phone call if they're not comfortable working with their computer. That's fine.
And we do have Senator Bill Hagerty on the phone. Senator, I'm going to talk to you in just a second, but I will say that our efforts this year are dedicated to our very own Dewayne Williams, who has publicly said that he is battling cancer, and so we're dedicating our efforts and our everything about this year for us to our buddy and teammate Dewayne Williams.
Well, Dewayne and the station here and all your folks in this family, you guys have been so supportive of the Cleveland Bradley Relay for Life for more years than I can go back. I think every year. Every year, yeah. And so for Dewayne to be involved this year, it's always special, but there's an extra layer of that connectivity, if you will, to what we're trying to do through the Cleveland Bradley Relay for Life.
All right, Dewayne Belew, who leads our nationally recognized and #1 in the nation Relay for Life with the American Cancer Society here in Bradley County. Dewayne, thanks so much.
Thank you all very much.
And we'll be talking a lot more about this next week leading in. I'm joined now by Senator Bill Hagerty. And Senator, I know you've been listening, and the battle against cancer, it just continues, doesn't it?
No, I know. And my prayers go out to those that are suffering with this grave disease. I so appreciate Dwayne's comments and dedication. And thanks to everybody that's listening to us today for being supportive of this relay. It means a lot.
Senator Bill Hagerty, of course, the volunteer state, live from Washington. So much to talk about, Senator. But one thing I want to bring up here as we begin is, in fact, it seems as if Israel is waiting, and I know they're conferring with some members of the United States government, on maybe an attack from Iran. What can you tell us about that?
So I've seen the reports. There's certainly deep concerns that Iran may strike Israel directly. That would certainly heighten and escalate everything in the Middle East. But let me tell you this. It's been clear to me from the beginning who's behind it. It's been clear to the Israelis as well. The Iranians have been behind all of this. When as you know, I served in the Trump administration, and I helped impose the maximum pressure campaign on Iran. What we did was we got our allies to stop buying Iranian crude oil. We did this around the world. And we went from a position that the Obama administration put us in where they delivered literally pallets of cash. You remember those photographs, Steve, the pallets of cash that Obama delivered to Iran. He entered into the so-called Iran deal, the JCPOA. The Iranians never abided by their end of the deal. They never abided by their end of the bargain. I could have guessed that from the outset. And when President Trump came into office, he took us out of that deal. And he did it for good reason, because Iran was still on the path to developing a nuclear weapon, and they had been enriched by the Obama administration. They are the largest state sponsor of terror. We went around the world, and that was part of my job, to stop getting our allies to stop buying Iranian crude. We took their resources down to below $8 billion as a nation. That is a large number, but it's for a country the size of Iran, they were broke. And what was widely reported in the media was that Hamas and Hezbollah were broke too. You saw things happen that people said would never happen, that war would certainly break out. When we moved our embassy to Jerusalem, no war came. When we recognized Israelis' their sovereignty over the Golan Heights, people said there would certainly be war over that. No war. We even entered the Abraham Accords, which everybody said couldn't be done. What we started seeing was peace and stability break out across the Middle East, and again, Iran was broke. They did nothing, even when we took out Soleimani. Joe Biden comes back into office, the first thing he starts doing is going back to this Obama-era vanity project, re-entered the JCPOA, re-entered the Iran deal, stopped enforcing the sanctions. This is critical. They stopped enforcing the sanctions. Iran began selling like crazy. They've now got way over $100 billion. In 2021, Iran-backed Hamas launched an 11-day war out of Gaza into Israel. We remember that. And then when we saw what happened on October 7th. Iran is behind and funds all of this. It's their technology. It's their know-how. It's their funding. Now, who's funding the Houthis? It's Iran. Those are Iranian missiles that are being shot at our ships right now. So the fact that it's coming out into the open, again, that means an escalation, but let's not be naive. Iran has been there all the time.
We're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty of Tennessee, live from Washington this morning. I know it's a time in Washington where, as you being the former ambassador to Japan for the President Trump administration, welcoming Japanese Prime Minister Kishida in Washington. I know you attended the state dinner last night. Just tell me about the Japanese Prime Minister's visit.
It's a critical time for the Japanese with the failure in Afghanistan. The collapse of Afghanistan definitely emboldened the Chinese. We had pushed the Chinese out of the East China Sea, normalized the situation in the South China Sea. What we saw after the fall of Afghanistan were many more flight sorties into the Taiwan Strait. The Chinese came right back into the East China Sea, encircling Japanese islands with Chinese ships, harassing traffic in the South China Sea. You've seen the water cannons that they fired on the Philippines with. All of this has happened in the wake of Afghanistan. The Japanese public is deeply concerned. Their sentiment has shifted. They've finally agreed to shift and dramatically increase their defense expenditures, build more capability. That's what Prime Minister Kishida is going to be talking about today. I led the effort to arrange for him to address a joint session of Congress today. That'll happen a little bit later this morning, but he's going to be talking about how they're going to dramatically step up their investment in defense, how he's looking for more partnership with America, and shortly they'll be meeting with the president of the Philippines, again trying to create more trilateral, as they say, cooperation between the United States, the Philippines, and Japan, so we can begin to deepen or continue to deepen our relationships in that arena. When I was ambassador to Japan, I was instrumental in getting Subic Bay back in the Philippines, getting it back for America. We did that. We're going to continue to build on that. The Prime Minister will be talking about that as well. What we'll see also is the Prime Minister traveled to North Carolina to look at some Japanese investments there, Japanese investments in American industry, creating American jobs. So he'll be talking about our economic ties also. Tennessee enjoys deep economic ties with Japan. We'll be hearing more about that as well. But I think overall, what you will sense from the Prime Minister is the gravity of the situation in his region, the fact that they are stepping up their investment. They want to be as good a partner as they possibly can with us. I work very hard to make that the case in President Trump's administration. Now that things are far more dangerous, it's even more critical that we continue to advance that ball. So that's what I expect the greatest emphasis to be, and then with an additional emphasis on the region and on the economy.
We're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty live from Washington this morning. And also, Senator, I want to get your take on something else. You have joined with Senator Tim Kaine in a bipartisan, you've introduced a bipartisan bill to strengthen the United States alliance with the Philippines, in the Philippines, as far as the military alliance is concerned. And I do know, and everybody knows, that the president of the Philippines, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., is actually in Washington also and is meeting with the president today. Tell me about this bill and why it's important.
What we're doing, and Senator Kaine joined me in this. I led the effort. What I'm trying to do is prime the pump and get more U.S. military equipment into that region. The Philippines is very close to Taiwan. The Philippines has been a longtime ally of the United States. We need to strengthen that relationship as well, and we need more military-to-military interaction. I mentioned I helped get Subic Bay back for America. Subic Bay is a strategic military and commercial asset that we need to expand upon, and we need to have the Philippines Navy working with us closely. This will facilitate more of that activity, and it will get them on the same platforms with us so that we can cooperate, we can interoperate in the area, and we'll become much more efficient and capable of leveraging one another's resources as we deal with the increasing challenges from China in the South China Sea.
We're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty. Senator, one more thing here I want to mention, that I'll go to you if you have anything else you'd like to mention. But I know you spoke out, I believe yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, against Senate Democrats trying to block the impeachment of Mayorkas and that trying to block that impeachment trial. What do you make of that?
You know, this is an election year, and the Democrats are going to do everything they can to hide the facts. They don't want the American public focused on what's happened at our southern border. They are doing everything they can to not address this impeachment trial. Let me tell you this, Steve. We've had a 248-year history in this nation, and during that period, the House of Representatives has impeached officials in the government 21 times. Every time those officials have been impeached by the House of Representatives, and that's been sent over to the Senate, we have tried those officials. We've gone through a hearing of facts. The only time that hasn't happened is when that official has resigned, therefore making it moot. That hasn't happened here. Mayorkas hasn't resigned, but somehow Schumer wants to avoid the whole thing. Again, this is Democrats having no respect for the institutions here in Washington, complete disregard for the Constitution and our constitutional duty. I'm calling that out right now. I know that Chuck Schumer would rather not this see the light of day, but I'm going to push very, very hard. They've got the votes to what they call table this, to block it. But the American public needs to know this is a sleight of hand in an election year that has never happened before. It's unprecedented if he does it. It's a disgrace to the Constitution if he does it, and we should not allow it to happen.
Senator Hagerty, anything else you want to mention before we go here?
Oh, I always appreciate the opportunity to come on with you, Steve. Thank you very much for helping us get the word out. I appreciate our listeners getting to learn more about why Japan is here and the importance of that relationship, also with the Philippines, and this travesty happening again in Washington where Chuck Schumer wants to hide the ball. We're on it. Thank you, Steve.
Here's the last question. Did you meet Robert De Niro last night at the state dinner?
I saw him across the room, but no, I didn't take the time.
I didn't know. Maybe he said, "Hey, I'm walking here," or something like that. Anyway, Senator, thanks so much.
All right.
Thank you. We'll talk soon.
You.
Thank you. Yeah, Senator Hagerty and his wife at the state dinner at the White House last night. He's the former ambassador to Japan, and they honored the Japanese Prime Minister last evening. He'll speak to a joint session of Congress, actually. The Japanese Prime Minister, Kishida, later today. All right. Bridget, let's remind everybody quickly, and then we're going to get some music here, about the big Harlem Globetrotters contest that we've got going on. We've actually got two major contests happening. We'll get to that in a second, but let's talk about the Globetrotters.
Yeah, Globetrotters coming to the UTC McKenzie Arena this Sunday. We have more tickets to give away this afternoon. We're going to be qualifying this morning and during the afternoon drive this afternoon with Mike Lee for those tickets. So call us or text us, 614-6499. Call us on the Volunteer Ritapest Mix line or text us at that same number. It's the Cleveland State text line. So again, 614-6499. Call us or text us.
All right. Plus, Talladega tickets, we're giving those away for next week. The races are next weekend in Talladega, but we're going ahead and registering people beginning today. Actually, Mike Lee cheated yesterday, started qualifying, had a bunch of qualifiers yesterday afternoon on the next afternoon drive, but and leave it to Mike to cheat on something. So, but anyway, by the way, Mike Lee will have Throwback Thursday songs from the 90s beginning at 3 o'clock later today. But Tell me about Talladega.
Yeah, so we are giving away 2 tickets to all 3 Talladega races next Saturday and Sunday, April 20th and 21st. So you can also register for those tickets by calling or texting as well. That also includes a pair of Talladega Garage Experience tickets as well. So 614-6499. Text us or call us. Let us know that you'd like to register for the Talladega tickets. You can get a second entry by registering in person this Saturday at our live broadcast at the big Crown Cleveland event that they are having, their big spring fling and customer appreciation. Come by and register between noon and 2. We'll announce the Talladega winner at 2 o'clock Saturday from Crown.
Commercials off.
Dad,
You like it?
what is this?
Yep. Since Mermaid's turning 45 this year, I thought we'd get new delivery trucks to reflect our midlife crisis stage.
Dad, this isn't practical at all.
Yeah, but they'll look straight fire with the new Mermaid logo on the side, don't you think?
45th anniversary two-sided mattress is now only $5.99 for any size at
Mermaid Mattress, your best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Choosing the right health care plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means 1 person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Mix 1041. It's quickly the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. Then we've got a special announcement from the Chamber of Commerce in just a second. And Bridget, I know you mentioned that we hope it's Mike Griffin's resignation, which he's here. He's looking a little nervous. Braves and the Mets postponed due to all that rain yesterday in the Atlanta area. Mets at Braves today, though. They'll play at 12:10, a business person special talk. 101.3 The Buzz, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Let's see here. John Calipari officially announced as the new coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks. I'll go ahead and bring Griffin in here. You know, Calipari, you look at him, he's so greased and slick. You got to take a shower after you look at the man, much less be around him. So he leaves Kentucky, goes to Arkansas, did a big press conference last night. 5 years, $7 million a year, much like your deal at the Chamber. Got $1 million signing bonus. And so here's what he said, though. He said, I'm leaving Kentucky, which is a blue blood school. Aaron Weatherford's here. I'm leaving, and I'm not going to introduce our special guest. We'll save her.
I'm leaving a blue blood, and I'm going to another blue blood. This man will say anything. Arkansas basketball. When you think of blue bloods in this nation, you think of Arkansas, don't you?
First thing I thought of.
First thing you thought of.
Yeah.
And
you know, you're leaving Tammy out of this conversation, but she actually was runner-up in our office pool for the.
Okay, well, come on, Tammy. So you're the only one who really can talk about this.
Yeah.
Who'd you pick to win it?
I picked UConn.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I picked UConn and Houston in the final. But I picked UConn to win.
Who'd you pick?
You don't want to know.
Tennessee. You picked Tennessee.
One of mine, sure I did.
You're like the chairman of the alumni now, or something like
Whatever.
that.
Yes.
Apparently, all of them are now going to lose their transcripts, and everybody that had a UT degree now it's done. You're over. Anyway, so one more, if I can find it. One more note here, and it starts today. Mike, thank you. You played the piano on this one. I appreciate it. It is a tradition unlike any other. The Masters starts this morning. Well, they're going to be delayed by rain. We had my buddy Lamar Mills tell us last hour about it. John Rahm, the defending champion at the Masters, but since last year he joined the LIV Tour. Oh, it's tense down in Augusta, we've been reading this morning and last night. Tiger will tee off. Yes, he's playing at 1:24. Or scheduled to. I don't know. The rain going to change the schedule probably. ESPN picks up coverage at 3 o'clock, and they'll go today and tomorrow. And then if you miss it today, you can watch they're going to re-air it tonight at 8 o'clock. High school baseball, Bradley shut out Ottawa last night, 6-0. Cleveland over Ray County, 7-3. Lake Forest middle school baseball beat Ocoee Middle 12-4 last night. Well, Mike, no kidding, we do have a very special announcement. I know you've made it publicly, but my goodness, this is a big deal.
It is a big deal, and we did make it publicly, but we got here as fast as we could because we love sharing our chamber news with you and the listeners. But we announced late last week that we have a new
Director of
Investor Relations.
Met the staff.
Director of Investment Relations. And she's also our, as far as tenure goes, the second longest serving employee of the chamber. Therefore, she knows more about the chamber than anyone but Melissa Woody. Would that be a fair
I think that's a pretty
statement?
close assessment.
Yeah. But
how many years, Tammy?
19 years.
That's congratulations on that.
Thank
God
you.
help you. Anyway, go ahead, Mike.
But I've told the story, so I'll tell it again. So I'd been on the job and you know, I'm a veteran now, almost 5 years. But when I first started,
He's a baby.
When I first started, I went to the guru to ask a question, and she picked up the phone right when I walked in her office, and she started talking to someone about membership. And this was when Aaron had his plate full and was in Memphis at St. Jude's. And so I thought to myself, why isn't she helping out in membership? She talked to the prospect. She told them all about the different our tiers and our levels, coffees, what the chamber could do for their business. And I was so impressed with that. And that kind of stuck in my mind. So when we had a vacancy, first opportunity, so let's give her a shot at this.
Well, what I heard, Tammy, is that Mike walks in the room, you immediately picked up the telephone to avoid talking to him. Which I do that all the time. He'll walk by me, I'll put my, I hate to.
Mm-hmm. That might be true. Nora, thinking
Tammy,
about it.
congratulations. What does this mean to you?
This is, it was overwhelming and I was very appreciative of it and shocked, to tell you the truth. For the 19 years that I've been there, I have been a support person in the back. And we kind of joke, Aaron joked at the coffee, I've been there for 19 years and this is probably my 5th coffee I've been to, and that's not that far of an assumption. I support my staff, my co-staff members, but I also supported the chamber members that way. Now I know I'm going to be a lot more visible and be out there in front, coming here, which is terrifying. But
don't talk about Bridget that way. I mean, she terrifies everybody.
Yeah, but I'm excited to be able to continue to support our chamber members, our community, and make it grow to even better than what it is now. And to get this opportunity is I'm very grateful for it. I'm very grateful.
Very
for
much
it.
deserving.
Yeah, absolutely. Tammy Randolph, and you, membership director, Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce. She's here with friend.
Tammy, no kidding. So when you talk to prospective members of the Chamber of Commerce, what do you tell them? Why do you tell them they should join the Chamber?
An investment in the Chamber is not just an investment in our organization. An investment in the Chamber is an investment in the community. We partner with the city, the county, with the schools, with everyone in the community, the other organizations to increase it. And by doing that, that helps Doug bring in industry and jobs and new businesses and restaurants, and it's kind of a domino effect. Mm-hmm. And so that's what it is. And it gives them a chance to network. You know, at the coffee on Tuesday, we had a member who said, one of the senior living facilities, we need some pianos donated. We had another member step up and say, I have a piano. Another member stepped up and said, we'll deliver the piano. Mm-hmm. That's what the Chamber is. The Chamber is the community, and it just broadens that community to include everybody.
Now, let me ask, is Mike delivering the piano? Is him and Kim?
I'll raise my hand for that part.
I'm sure you raised your hand.
Hey, I've got one more story about meeting Tammy. Of course, I knew Tammy because I'd been before I came to work there, I had been on the Chamber board, so I had met Tammy. But I met her grandson, Silas.
Yes.
When he was a kindergartner in Claudia Parker's class at Mayfield.
Yes.
And I went there to do junior achievement.
Scooter's Claudia.
And,
yes.
Yeah, there you go. And this kid was amazing. And I went 5 weeks in a row. And he was always the one, Mr. Griffin, always raising his hand. And the second week I was there, Claudia said, you know his grandmother works at the Chamber. And so fast forward, how many years, a couple of years, whenever I started the Chamber, I looked at her and I said, I hope you know that you've got more job security than anyone in this office, because I would never fire Silas's grandmother.
And he is the only person in the office he calls Mr. I said, you can call him Mike. He goes, no, he's Mr. Griffin. Oh, everybody else is a first name, but it's always Mr. Griffin. I understand
Silas is watching right now. Is that right?
He is. He is homesick this morning, unfortunately, and he's hoping to get better. He's supposed to be in the spring musical at E.L. Ross this weekend. Oh. And so he's hoping that he will be better by tomorrow, so he can still do that. He's got a performance that he has this weekend. He's singing in it.
Whoa. Hey, Silas, I hear that you like listening. And you can't stand Bridget, and I understand that. But, hey, Silas, why don't you come see me? Come right in here. I'm going to put you in the hot seat right here, and we'll keep Griffin away from you.
I know. My phone's going to be buzzing in the car when I get back
Silas,
out there.
Silas, we want you here, buddy, and I hope you get better for your musical. When is it this weekend?
Yeah, it's Friday and Saturday. It's going to be at Cleveland Middle, but yeah. It's
at Cleveland Middle.
But it's an E.L. Ross performance. Mm-hmm.
Well, this is great news, Tammy, and honest to goodness, congratulations. You're going to do a tremendous job. And
thank you.
As when I was fired from the Chamber Board on stage when you gave me that award, Robert W. Varnell Award.
That's why I got this job.
Why is that?
So that I can help bring you back.
Help me? No. They fired me.
I know. We were going to replace him.
And, I'm making Silas my vice president. So very good. No, but when I was on the board and I had to deal with him. And, you notice he induces narcolepsy when he talks in those board meetings. I mean, people just hit their head right on the desk. What, do you have anything else for us? Anything else you want to say about life in general?
No.
Can I read some of your text messages on the air?
No. Absolutely not. I want to just reiterate how proud we are of Tammy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the staff's behind her 100%.
Yes.
Absolutely.
To her success. And we're going to make her... she's just got so many strong qualities, and sometimes people don't realize what all they've got to offer. And I just can't wait to watch her grow in this position and help grow the Chamber.
So, Tammy, we got business out there interested in talking with you about joining the Chamber of Commerce. What do they do?
They can reach to me at the Chamber, 423-472-6587. You can reach out through the website. Just give us a call, and I will be happy to follow up with you. I've got 3 people I'm going to visit this afternoon, so...
Well, they better be ready.
I hope so. Hope I'm ready.
Oh, you'll be great. You'll be. We're all so proud of you. Thank you very much. My buddy Aaron Weatherford's here, and he's not really here. He does not want to be associated with Griffin. I understand that. All right, guys, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank
the
you.
Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce, clevelandchamber.com. Is that the website?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Try to avoid it. It is 6 before the hour.
At Wholesale Supply, we're more... When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Our legal system is complex, and your case may impact several areas of the law. Don't just hire a lawyer who focuses on one thing. Hire a team of experienced attorneys ready to handle your case wherever it may lead. Call Logan Thompson, one of the area's most respected law firms. From personal injury to criminal and family law, from contract disputes to disability, the team at Logan Thompson will work together to ensure you are well represented and well compensated. Logan Thompson, we fight to win.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Why now come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. Vascular Institute and Vein Clinic are your trusted vein health and wellness partners. This April, take the first step toward healthier legs with the latest cutting-edge varicose vein procedures, such as radiofrequency ablation, Varithena, and VenaSeal. Looking to eliminate those tiny spider veins? The Vascular team can help you achieve desired outcomes and see a reduction in the small red, blue, and purple vessels. At VIC, board-certified vascular surgeons are experts in the latest minimally invasive treatments with a combined experience of over 50 years. Most procedures are quick, virtually painless, and require little to no downtime. Call Vascular Institute and Vein Clinic, your regional leaders in vascular care, at 423-602-2750. VIC is the only vascular practice that welcomes self-referrals and offers timely appointments. They are accepting new patients. VascularInstituteofChattanooga.com.
45 years ago, Mermaid Mattress opened to serve the Chattanooga area. You know what else was going on 45 years ago?
Yes, the average cost of a house was $58,000.
Gas was just 86 cents a gallon, and Eric Estrada from Chips was on the cover of Tiger Beat magazine.
Who's that?
The internet wasn't even a thing yet, and a new mattress was only $199.
Times sure have changed.
Get 45 months no interest financing on any premium mattress set.
Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is Talk 1013 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 1013 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
All right, Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. We have a guest on the phone. Just before we do that, though, we do have a birthday that we haven't been able to get to just yet. Happy birthday to Jasmine Cudd, who is 17 today, and that is from her mama. So happy birthday to her. Right now on the phones, we are joined by an author. Stephen Wilson joins us. Stephen, good morning.
Good morning.
We appreciate you calling in. So I know that you are going to be at Ruddles here in Cleveland on April 13th, which is actually on Saturday. So first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm retired as a museum curator, and the novel that I'm going to be signing is my 7th published novel. And right now I'm enjoying the deck with coffee and gray skies.
All right, sounds good. Well, so tell us about this. This is your 7th novel that you're going to be talking about and signing at Ruddles on Saturday, The Ancient Blood. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's a departure from me. I have written and published historical fiction, both World War II and Civil War. And when I was writing this one, it kind of felt like I wanted to do something different. So what I've done is incorporate historical fiction. It takes place in 1876 during the Little Bighorn campaign. And I've tossed in a vicious, terrifying creature that's actually hunting both Indians and soldiers. So hopefully it'll keep you awake at night.
Right, yeah. Okay, well, so you're going to be at Ruddles coming up on Saturday. They're located at 241 Inman Street. Stephen, what time will you be there?
I'll be there from 2 to 4.
Okay, and I have your bio here. You've written several more novels, so tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, 2 of the novels deal with Abraham Lincoln and spying in the Civil War. President Lincoln's Secret and President Lincoln's Spy. And then I had 3 novels that deal with the Second World War. And it's really kind of interesting because I do a lot of research before each novel, and I get a sense of what the characters can do and what they do and how they have to act and that sort of thing. And then Roosevelt's Jubilee takes place during the, I think it's the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Victoria, and Teddy Roosevelt and his new wife, Edith, are caught up in conspiracy and turmoil and attempted assassination of the Queen. So, I'll try and build as much of history into the novels as possible.
We're talking with Stephen Wilson, an author of The Ancient Blood, who is going to be in person at Ruddles here in Cleveland on Inman Street. And remind us of the time on Saturday.
2 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
All right. And Stephen, for those out there listening who would like to get more information about you and your novels, how can we do that?
You can actually go to my website, which is authorstephenwilson.com.
All right. Well, Stephen, we appreciate you calling in this morning.
My pleasure. Thanks for the opportunity.
All right. Looking forward to Saturday. Thank you. All right. We have one more interview coming up here in just a second. Our friends from Tennova Healthcare Cleveland. Keep it here. Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv.
Fox News is next. Presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. President Biden meets with Japan's Prime Minister Kishida Fumio and Philippines President Fernando Marcos Jr. today at the White House. Prime Minister Fumio addresses Congress this morning. He was hosted at a state dinner by the President and First Lady last night.
Join me in raising your glasses to our alliance, to our friendship.
Today's summit is meant to project unity against threats from China. There's storm damage from Texas to Florida and more rough weather in the forecast today.
After a destructive day of flooding, hurricane-force winds, and tornadoes over the Gulf Coast states, expect to see the risk of large hail, very strong winds, heavy rain, and isolated tornadoes for the Southeast, the Ohio Valley, and Mid-Atlantic. The Northeast will be impacted Friday and Saturday with more flooding concerns, high winds, and severe weather.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. Weather's delayed the start of the Masters golf tournament in Augusta, Georgia until 10:30 a.m. America's listening to Fox News.
Capital Tire Service, downtown Cleveland, your local Michelin dealer since 1967. Providing Cleveland with quality products and services for over 50 years. Come see Freddie or Tony in downtown Cleveland for a great deal on Michelin tires.
During Chevrolet's spring truck season sales event at Don Ledford Chevrolet,
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee. Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have will be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Mixed Mornings on Mixed TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixedTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9. MixedTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Hardee's Philly cheesesteak favorites are back. Handcrafted creations with sauteed peppers, onions, and melty cheese to reinvent the signature Philly classics from sunrise to supper time. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Dad,
You like it?
what is this?
Yep. Since Mermaid's turning 45 this year, I thought we'd get new delivery trucks to reflect our midlife crisis stage.
Dad, this isn't practical at all.
Yeah, but they'll look straight fire with the new Mermaid logo on the side, don't you think?
45th anniversary two-sided mattress is now only $5.99 for any size at
Mermaid Mattress, your best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
And also the Mother Baby Fair coming up.
Yes, ma'am. We're very excited about it. Our prenatal classes are going to start April 20th. It'll be from 10 to 12. It's free, and we're going to give a lot of good information about the admission process and just the delivery process in general.
Yeah, that's right. So this is open to anyone that would, of course, having a baby, but would like to come.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Any families that would like to come, moms, dads, anybody that would like to come to our prenatal class will be great. The snacks will be provided, and it's just going to be a good time.
Yeah, and so that's April 20th, right?
Yes, Saturday, April 20th from 10 to 12.
Okay, sounds good. And then we also have Carrie McCamus here as well. You're a labor and delivery nurse.
Yes.
So the big Mother Baby Fair is coming up soon.
Yes, May the 4th, I believe. Yes, Saturday, May the 4th.
All right.
Yes.
So give us all the details about the Mother Baby Fair.
Yeah, it's going to be May the 4th from 10 to 1. We're going to have all kinds of vendors, gifts, snacks, classes on the car seat. We'll have lots of things that people can look and learn about, all about the women's services, labor and delivery, lots of things. And as soon as they walk in, I think there's a gift that they get too.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Wonderful. Again, Jamie Tant, she is the director of the Women's Center at Tennova Healthcare Cleveland. Carrie McCamus, a nurse in labor and delivery at Tennova. And, of course, CEO Jarrett Millsaps is here. And, Jarrett, what great events, these classes, this mother-baby fair that you guys are offering for the community.
There's really nothing else for me to say at this point, right? Yeah. I mean, that it's a continuation of our commitment to bringing families together, right? It's our continuation of our commitment to giving families choices closer to home that are top-notch and best in class. And for those who are keeping up with the community calendar, the prenatal classes on the 20th will be done in time for you to roll right into the Relay for Life downtown. And for our mother-baby day on the 4th, it will finish right in time for you to go home. And if you're a horse fan, to watch the Kentucky Derby. So we have tried to keep all the other things going on in our community in mind while we set up these schedules. But we certainly are glad to be able to do it and look forward to hosting.
Jamie, we'll come back over to you about the prenatal classes. So do they need to pre-register or can they just come that day?
They do not need to pre-register. They can just show up that day. We're going to have fun, food, some activities for moms and dads. And so I think it'll be a good fun time and a time to learn and ask any questions that they might have before delivery, preparing them for delivery.
Great. And then, Carrie, once again, remind us of the date and the time for the Mother Baby Fair.
The Mother Baby Fair is going to be May the 4th from 10 to 1, and it's going to be jam-packed full of good stuff. So we're excited for the community to come and join us, and we would love to be able to share all this with everybody.
Great. What's the best way for people to find out more information about either of these events?
They can call us at 423-559-6122. They can leave a voicemail. We'll call them back, or somebody will be there to answer the phone. They can also call 6171. And get any information or questions that they might have about either event.
All right, sounds good. Anything else any of you would like to add before we go here?
Not this morning.
No? All right. No, we're good. Jill Norton here as well, marketing director. Thanks, Jill, for coming in. We appreciate it. All right, thank you all so much, and we'll see you all soon.
Thank you.
All right, keep it here, Mix 104.1 WCLE.
How's this for variety? This is Mix 104.